My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. Let me ask you a question. How many of you people believe in God? Can you please raise your hand? How many people believe in God? Please raise your hand, then I'll talk. Okay. Why do you believe in God?
It's a source of positive energy.
Who told you so?
I mean, nobody told us. Like, everybody tells so. We are following it.
See, belief, the moment you say belief, okay? Belief means I take something for granted without verifying it. Okay? So if you say believe in God, that means you accept something as true without verifying it. There was a Sufi saint, and he was going through a village. The villagers thought this guy is a great saint, and they called him for a mosque, pray in the mosque, Friday prayer. So he walks in, then he asks, what do you want to know from me? Tell us something about God, they said. Then first Sufi saint said, how many of you believe in God? Everybody raised their hand. He said, oh great, you believe in God now, then I have nothing to speak. And he went on. Because the moment you believe, your reasoning stopped, your thinking stopped. You say this is reality, even though you are not verified it. Belief is a way of numbing our reasoning ability, stopping. Many of the people don't make any progress in spiritual life because they believe somewhere and get stuck. They don't proceed. The belief, they start thinking that's the reality. Belief has no resemblance to reality. For example, let me ask you, are you a woman?
Yes.
So do you believe that you are a woman or you know you are a woman?
I know it.
What is the difference?
Belief is somebody has to tell me that
Belief is not reality. Knowing is the higher level reality compared to belief. Okay? Are you getting what I am saying? Huh? So, in India, we never gave stress on belief, we stressed on knowing. This country, India, is a country of people where the entire spiritual system was based on knowing, not believing. Because when you believe, you take something as true. Okay? A seeker will not accept anything as true until he verifies. That means he has to know. Otherwise he is not a seeker. I have to know. I have to understand. Okay? The belief is something given to you by the society. Please tell me how much of your belief system comes from society, and how much of belief system you have verified yourself and say this is true. Everything about you is borrowed from the society, and you start living it as if you are truth. What are you doing? Huh? Belief is a thought structure given by society. God is also a thought structure given by society. God should be like this, God is like this God will do great. All those things is a thought structure. Okay? The Vedanta system is not based on the belief. Vedanta is based on knowing. Okay? It is not about belief at all. Now let us take in Vedanta the understanding of God. Okay? There are many religions in the world. They have very big schools where people train how to make people believe in God. Believe my God, believe the God is like this, God is like that. Okay? Okay, this is the nature of God. They call theologists. They go years and years of training to teach what God is and how to brainwash people into believing God. In Vedanta, Indian system is not based on believing, it is based on knowing. Okay, now let me ask the question, do you know God? Forget of believing now. The question is changed now, do you know God? Because in knowing there is a certainty, there is clarity. Okay, in believing there is no clarity. Believing always there is a doubt because it's not your own. Once you verify the belief, it becomes knowing. Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you know God? Next question. Huh?
Not it.
Why not it? Why not it? Why not it?
Still, we have not the clarity that there is God.
First of all, you define what is God for you.
It's consciousness, that's it.
You don't know consciousness? You are not conscious?
I'm conscious, but not very perfect. Like yes, it is.
You are not perfect consciousness. See, you started, I believe in God. Now I start asking question, you change your definition of God. Consciousness is not a matter of belief, no. Consciousness is a matter of your experience, no. How your experience can be belief. See, please understand how we are living on borrowed concepts. Okay? We are living a borrowed concept called God, and society has given some picture of that, and that we start thinking reality, and we can never reach it. Okay? So Vedanta gives a very precise understanding of God. No other system gives a very precise understanding of God. And it says you verify yourself. You know it yourself. Okay? Don't have to believe me. This is the system of Vedanta. That God is called Ishwara. Okay? Now let me define what is Ishwara in Vedanta. You are seeing this world, infinite world. Okay? And so much of order is there in this. Whether it's seasons, whether it's a forest, whether it's living beings, there's some order in this. And order can come only from intelligence. Otherwise there will be chaos. Vedanta says the intelligence is God. It doesn't define the characteristic of God. Intelligence is God. So now, is there clarity about God when you say intelligence? In all aspect of creation, there is intelligence. Okay, whether sunrise, sunset, moonrise, the gravitational force, everything is there is intelligence. So that intelligence is called God. Now here there is no definition of God sitting somewhere. Intelligence is God. That's first level. Second understanding of Vedanta, God, is all pervading reality. There is no place where there is no God. All pervading, and which means everywhere is there. Okay. So there is no place where there is no Ishwara. Ishwara is there everywhere. Right? So then, I must be able to see him, because Ishwara is everywhere. Can you see Ishwara, God? Why? What is everywhere should be seen everywhere.
Isn't there a form or shape or something to see?
Okay. So here the understanding is to change. So God, Ishwara, is everywhere. Okay. All pervading reality. Ishwara is all intelligence, because universe has so much of intelligence. Correct? Now that being the case, is Ishwara separate from the universe? If God has to create the universe, right, he needs some material. Is the material separate from God? Where will the God borrow the material from for creation? Where will Ishvara borrow the material for creation? Where will he borrow?
He just created it. It's only
Yeah, universe is,
by thought or by
but this,
energy.
yeah, whatever is that.
Manifestation of energy.
So manifestation of energy, there's a creation, there's a matter, right? So that matter is from his own mind, not from outside.
Correct.
Is it
Everything
clear?
from this, yeah.
Now, is universe separate from Ishvara?
It's his own creation, so we can't.
No. My creation, let's say I create a painting. Okay. The painting is separate from me. That's a creation. Is the world separate from Ishvara?
No.
Huh? World is not separate from Ishvara, because if the world is separate from Ishvara, Ishvara is not all pervading. Right? So is world Ishvara? Huh? Is world Ishvara? If Ishvara is not separate from the world, is world Ishvara? Then how do you say that I have not seen God? Huh? Then there's no concept of belief, no? You are seeing it every day.
Maybe I've seen, but I don't recognize him, sir.
You are not seeing the world. Huh?
You don't recognize means it's our mistake.
Huh? Then it's not a matter of belief, no? You are seeing the world. So where is the question of belief? Is world same as Ishvara or world different from Ishvara?
Same.
So that means Ishvara got converted into the world, then he is no longer Ishvara. Because everything in the world is, things in the world keep getting destroyed, no? Something will happen, creation, what I call it? Laya, the destruction is a part of creation. So Ishvara is also, if Ishvara has become the world, okay, then there's no longer Ishvara, no? There's no longer God. It's only world is there. If the milk has become curd, there's no more milk. Right? So where is Ishvara?
It has changed its form.
So it has changed its form. Okay. So then changed form you are seeing.
Yeah.
Then are you seeing God?
All the RCs make the OC look, sir.
What is RC? No, don't go to RC and all. Don't go to RC now. Now we will come into the world level, from world point of view. I am able to see the world, right? And God is all pervading. God is pervading the world also. God is not separate from the world. Is God the world?
God is the world, but world is not God.
This is not the
Like the
logic.
example of gold. And
It's ulta logic you are applying. World is God, but God is not world. The logic you are applying.
ulta.
But at least she came close. She deserves a milk chocolate.
Okay. So world is appearance of God. God appears as world.
World is God, God is not world.
Ah,
Correct, or what?
ah.
More than correct.
Okay. God is more than world. So world is an appearance of God. That's why in Vishnu Sahasranama, first what is the word? Vishwam. Vishnu is appearing as world. Then how do you say that you don't know God? Vishwam, Vishnur, Vachatkaro, Bhuta, Bhavya, Bhavatruvo. That means Vishnu has appeared as Vishwa. So whatever you are seeing is Vishnu only. Huh? Right? You didn't know? You thought Vishnu is sitting somewhere in some place? Vishnu is appearing as a world in front of you. You didn't know that? Vishnu is the Ishvara. He is appearing in front of you as the world. He is standing in front of you. That's meant by, that's Vishwarupa Darshan in Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Right? Bhagavad Gita chapter. Arjuna saw the Vishwarupa. Of course, he saw past, present, and future. But it's a world only. God appeared in the form of world. Vishwa. Now, how come we don't know God is in front of us? We pray to some God. We do some bhajans. We do some prayers. Because we are doing a conceptual God. Vedanta says real God in front of you. Huh? All your life you have lived with some conceptual God. No, that's because concept given to somebody. Vedanta says don't go with concept. Go with reality. If God is all pervading and world is in front of us, and either world is God or world is appearance of God. If it's appearance of God also you are seeing in front of your eyes. Then which God are you looking for? Tell me. I am searching for God. Searching for which God you are searching? Huh?
My conceptual God is very perfect.
Okay.
Perfect
So now,
in form.
okay, now,
Perfect in form.
okay. So world is there. It's infinite. And God is appearing as a world. Then let us look at some characteristic of the world. Okay. In this creation, there's a lot of order. Right? The huge stars, planets, galaxies, they are actually orbiting with a specific time period and a specific order. There's no traffic jam, no traffic light, traffic signals. Everything is happening as per the order, galactic order or rather cosmic order. Is it there? The order is there at a very high level. True? I want to see the face of that lady. Okay, you are blocking. Okay, so there's a huge order called cosmic order. Is it there? Cosmic order comes from intelligence. Intelligence is God. The order is there. At the macrocosmic level. And there is an order at the microcosmic level, which means electrons, atoms, atoms and everything is order. There's an order. They are operating with an order. Right? There is an order in your body, biological order. Your heart is operating. Okay, lungs are operating, eyes are operating, brain is operating. Right? Imagine some part is not operating, cooperating, the disorder will be there. Huh? Okay. So there is an order here. There is a season. There is an order. Right? Can't you see the order everywhere in the universe? Vedanta says this order is God. Okay, don't have to believe. Order is God. That's all. Definition. Vedanta doesn't give any definition of God which you have to imagine. This order is God. Clear? Now, do you have to believe in God? If you are taking your Vedanta as Vedanta is telling the truth, there is no concept of belief. No, the entire universe is a manifestation of God, appearance of God. The God I know very well, orders. Everything in the order, there is an order in the universe. And that order is called dharma.
The order is because of him, right? The order itself is him, you are saying.
So, God cannot be separate from something, no. If it is because of him, he has to separate out, no. Because of Gayatri, the food is available. Gayatri is different from the food.
Yeah.
Right? So, there cannot be anything separate from God. Anything separate from Ishvara? So the order is God. The order is called dharma. Now you tell me, I believe in God or I know God?
I know that.
This is the tradition of Sanatana Dharma. There's no stress on belief. But you start believing because you start learning from the society. You are not learning from the scriptures, the teachings. So the order is God.
The disturbance is also God.
Which disturbance?
The disturbance in the world is also God.
What disturbance?
The violence, destruction.
We'll come to that. Why the distraction? Distraction is a part of order. You have to get something else to destroy it to create something. Okay. So there is an order called order God, and God appears as everything. Now, where is the scope for belief here? Okay. So whatever I see, whatever I experience is God only. Now, what is God experience you are looking for separately? I want to experience God separately. Because you read some books in saints, some saints experience God as something. Okay? Vedanta says every moment you are breathing, living and experiencing God only. And based on Vedanta, all our Indian society's whole structure is society based on that. We did a puja of Shivalinga, right? Okay? One small sculpture. Okay. Now, when you did puja of Shivalinga, okay, did you do puja of Shiva?
It's a symbolic representation of.
Symbolic is different from reality, my dear. Symbolically, I'll say, okay, symbolically I'll give respect, but really I don't give respect. Is there a difference?
I mean, when I put my heart and soul and imagine it's Shiva for me, then.
You don't have to imagine if it's Shiva.
Sorry?
You don't have to imagine if it's Shiva.
What is Shiva?
See, imagine comes when there is a gap in your understanding. Right? The question is, what you did worship here is Shiva or a piece of stone?
It's Shiva.
Huh?
I assume it is Shiva. Yeah.
Assume. Did you assume?
Consciousness with a form, actually.
Huh?
Consciousness with a form
Uh-huh.
and shape.
Right now you just said a symbol, now you change your definition. Why?
Worshipping through the stone.
Worshipping through, that means he is somewhere else. Okay, worshipping through means is somewhere else. Why did you worship that?
Because consciousness is everywhere. Because consciousness is everywhere.
So, God is all pervading. So, he is pervaded in that also. Huh? So, if you do puja of God, you are doing puja for the worshipping the entire God only. So, then why did he say symbolic?
The lingam is generally considered to be a symbol for.
That is a cultural condition, social conditioning. The society has taught you. It's a symbol. Okay? Vedanta doesn't tell you that symbol. That tells that's God. Why that's God, I'll tell you. Okay? If everything is God, every aspect, every part of that is God. Right? So let's say this body is me. Is this me? Your entire body is you. Sure. Is this you?
Yes.
Huh? If entire God is pervading everything, is this not God?
Yeah.
Then why did it become symbolic?
That way there's God in the chair, but we don't worship the chair.
No, I'm saying we don't worship chair because of our understanding. It's our cultural conditioning, not because of reality. We are trying to get rid of our wrong understanding. Vedanta says, look at clearly. If you say God is everywhere, every aspect, every part of the universe is God. That's why in Indian culture, we worship a piece of stone called Saligrama from a river. Okay, people think that these people are fools. These people don't understand what is God. You bring a piece of Saligrama and worship. It's called God. It's not symbol of God. It is God. God has no parts. The entire universe is one single reality. Is it true? No, don't accept just because I say. Huh? It is entire universe is a single reality. You know? This order and order, each order is cooperating with the other order. For example, your hand is there. Okay? Hand has cells. Cells has atoms and molecules. Atoms and molecules, there's a microscopic order. What is it? What is called? The order at the,
Cellular.
no, not cellular, below cellular level, electron level. Those cells are, those electron level cooperation is happening because cells are happening. The next level of order. Cells are there and that's cooperating, that's why your body is there. Okay? Your body is there because your you are standing on the earth, which is gravitational force. Earth is there because sun is there. Is there not a perfect coordination in this whole universe? Which part you can separate out from the universe? Tell me. So if the entire universe is one whole, every part of that is whole only. Every part of that, you cannot separate out. Can you separate this out from the universe?
Reminds me of the shloka, Purna Vidam Purna.
So nothing can be separated out from the totality. That's why every aspect of creation is respected in this society, Indian society. We respect rivers, we respect stones, we respect plants, we respect trees. People have started thinking it's symbolic. No, it's not symbolic, it's real. Is there a difference between symbolic and reality? The moment you're symbolic, you're actually you're gone. You're diverted. It's not symbolic. What we are not respecting is that piece of structure. We know that this is a part of the whole. This is the totality. You cannot separate out. There is no pieces. If a child is talking to his father, okay, father is busy somewhere. The child comes and says, "Papa, Papa," and he pushes his hand. Is that hand is a Papa? It is Papa. Father says, "Oh, yes, child, what do you want?" No, it's my hand, I am not responding, he'll say that. Huh? Huh? What? What is it? Okay. So, everything in the universe is a totally one whole. That one whole is called Ishwara. Now you please tell me, I don't know God. See, it makes a difference when you know God and you worship. Because now you have a clarity. Otherwise you are just thinking it's a symbol. It's a piece. The symbol and piece came to you because of the social conditioning, not because of the teachings of Vedas. Vedas respect every aspect of creation as God only. For us, we look at a small piece, but the small piece is a part of the bigger whole. And if you touch that piece, you are touching the whole. If you touch any part of my body, you are touching me. If you touch any part of the universe, you are touching God. Now tell me, is the God realization a different experience? This is what Ramana Maharshi said. Okay, question was asked to Ramana Maharshi. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's story was told. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda came to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and he asked Ramakrishna, have you seen God? Vivekananda asked so many people, nobody was confident. Ramakrishna said, yes, I have seen God. Okay. Then people told Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna is such a great person, he has seen God. Okay. Then Ramana Maharshi said, everybody is seeing God every minute of time. They are not able to understand it because of ignorance. Now, if you understand that God is the totality, God is the whole, where is not God? That's why it said, Vasudeva. God is called Vasudeva. You know what is the meaning of Vasudeva? You are thinking that Vasudeva means son of Vasudeva and Devaki. Just like it's a father's address, father's this. Vasudeva means Vasati iti Vasudeva. Every part of the universe he is residing. As what? Existence. As consciousness. So now, how is God experiences different from your day-to-day experience? Tell me. Your day-to-day understanding is wrong. Experience is same. What will happen if you correct your understanding? Even a small puja you do, it becomes a puja of the totality, not just a piece, one small sculpture. Are you doing with that attitude? then your devotion is real devotion. Otherwise, you are illusionary devotion. You are imaginary devotion. Because you think God as something, you are a kalpana, and for that imagination you are doing something, while forgetting the reality in front of you. When you put a flower on that statue, you are putting a flower on God, totality. Don't you think God understands this? Problem is in our understanding. Then whatever you do in your life becomes a puja. Please tell me. Anything you touch, you are touching the universe. Your life will become sacred life because you don't have to, okay, I have to become spiritual, I have to run away somewhere. All aspect of your life becomes spiritualized. Do you remember when we are kids? Okay, now also, if you drop a book, okay, if you touch a book with 5 feet, we'll come do namaskara because it's Saraswati, not book. It's not imagined Saraswati. The entire universe, the wisdom of the universe is called Saraswati. I am touching the book and I am touching the universe. It is Saraswati. All aspect of our life was living with God. That was our country is. The trees are God. The plants are God. Okay? People don't understand this concept because God is all pervading reality. People don't understand even now, you people don't understand. We have started living in the imagination of the concepts which are borrowed. The reality is, when you touch anything, you are touching God. Even the chair. Now her question is, why don't I worship chair? Or why only worship that? That's because of you, not because of the chair. Every aspect of creation is good. Okay, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, if he goes there, he will touch everything, do namaskar.
They do
Because?
it once in a year.
Huh?
Once in a year, all year.
That Ayuda Puja. Okay, so all aspect of creation is God. Now, is there a mismatch in our understanding of God? Why the mismatch is coming? Because we didn't understand God as He is, but as told by the society. As God as He is told by Vedanta, teaching of Vedanta. So God is told us all pervading reality is existence, consciousness and bliss. Now you tell me which part of the universe is not that. And Vedanta says the God has no part. It's a totality has no part. Totality is one whole. If you touch one aspect of creation, you are touching the existence, the totality of existence. You can say I am touching chair, but you are actually touching the existence. Existence is God. Now, existence has its parts. Do you think existence has parts? Okay. Existence means isness, existence. The chair is, the table is, the fan is. Right? In isness or existence, is there a part? The existence has a form called fan. Existence has a form called wall. But there are no, the existence, there's no parts. It's all totality. So fan is separate, chair is separate. Is it true?
But it's part of all the same.
It is a part of the totality. And totality has no parts. Right? In ocean, if you touch one wave, you are touching the ocean. But you say, I am touching the wave.
Yeah, but it's the same water, same.
It's one whole. So that one whole we are touching. Please tell me, how can you have a material life at all? Huh? If everything is God, it's only concept, is it? God is everywhere, God is God. Is it concept? So our ancestors, our rishis, they didn't live with the concept. They said, if everything is God, this is also God, this is also God. Now you can experience God through every aspect of life. The God experience is only life which you have, nothing else you have. How did you split the life into material life and spiritual life? Please tell me. Why did you do that? Because you read some stories, because you read something, but you didn't read the truth behind the stories. Ishwara in our life is false. Ishwara is our life. The God is our life. Can you separate yourself from God? Is it possible? possible? So then our Rishi said, Tat Tvamasi, you are that God. This is God. Okay? Because when you touch this, you are touching the total existence. But you have illusion that, okay, I am the body. But you don't understand that you are touching the existence. Existence is God. So, how does this understanding make your life different? God is not a concept. God is not an idea. God is not even symbolic. God is the only reality in life. Can't you convert your all aspect of your life into a spiritual life with this understanding? You do need a special time for spiritual life.
There is no difference at all then. Everything is...
That's why I always said there's no life called material life and spiritual life. There's only divine life. The understanding is, your understanding has to change. Wrong understanding has to go. You're right now we are culturally conditioned to believe God in something, some form of God, something. Now another problem comes. So for me the God is something, if the God gives me what I want. Okay? God has to give me what I want. That is another, actually what I call as corruption in our, it's called selfishness. The universe is fair for all. Universe rules are not fair for one individual. Can it be? The air, the sun, the wind, everything is done for universal. But we want a specific thing from God. That means my concept of God is partial to me. Is your understanding has to be corrected or God has to be corrected? Understanding of God has to change. The moment you change, understanding of God changes, all aspect of your life becomes divine worship. There will be no aspect of your life other than worship. Others, you need a specific time for puja. Why? Because you have to fit God into your framework. No. You have to fit into the frame of God. God has to fit into your photo or you have to fit into God's photo?
We have to fit in there. It's all this, everything is God, so there is nothing to fit in anywhere.
But our understanding is why we have a compartmentalized understanding. Okay? And God has to give me something special because I am a specialized, privileged customer. There's a partiality. Please tell me, in your life, what all things have been given to you? List. Start from list. The body is given to you. The functioning organs are given to you. Okay? The whole sun, moon, planets, everything is given to you. The family is given to you. The society is given to you. Please tell me what is not given to you. And that is given by the existence, totality. Your body organs are functioning perfectly. There's an order being maintained. That order is called dharma. And every single thing in our life is given to you. Just tell me. Tell me only, give me an example, one single thing which is not given to you. Everything is given by existence, the totality of God. Every single thing. Does he discriminate between one person and other person? A sinner and saint? The totality or existence doesn't discriminate the good and bad. For everybody, everything is given and provided. That's called God. That's called grace. Everything is given to us. When there is a disease in the body, the healing happens. The doctors can give medicine. The healing happens. That's also given to us. This totality of understanding of God is called Ishvara. In Vedanta, Ishvara or God is not a matter of belief system. You either understand or you don't understand. If you understand, your life will change, because understanding is all our life only. Then there's no concept, there's no imagination. When there's no imagination, there's no concept, that's a clarity. And that clarity is the clarity and conviction is this is reality. And when you live with the reality, your life becomes divine life, not with the concepts. Because the moment whatever concepts you have, whatever imagination you have, there's a gap. And your mind will tell, oh, what God here, what belief here, you'll say internally. But when you live with the clarity and conviction based on the teaching of Vedanta, all aspect of creation is God. Your body and mind is aspect of creation, a manifestation. And every part where I touch is God. So then you start respecting the whole creation. And every aspect of creation you start worshipping. And everywhere there's an order. That order is called dharma. Okay? Dharma is not religion. The people who don't understand Sanskrit and our Indian culture, they convert dharma into religion. Dharma is not religion. Dharma is living with the order. Okay. There is an order in the universe. I am a part of that order. I should not disturb that order. Now, where should I learn? What is my dharma? Please tell me. Where should I learn dharma? How do I learn dharma? Did you learn? I have a textbook called Dharma.
Way of life.
From nature.
Dharma is actually a part of your life. It's already known to you. Okay? There's an order in the universe, and that order comes with every living being. They understand it. A monkey has a baby. The monkey, baby of monkey, when the monkey jumps from one tree to other tree, the baby of monkey catches hold of the mother. Now, did it learn from school? It came as a part of existence. It's a learning. As a part of our existence, we also have certain knowledge which is there inherent to us. We don't have to learn. Okay? What is that knowledge? I should not hurt somebody. You should learn in school. Why you should not hurt somebody? Because I don't want anybody to hurt me. Okay? This even animals know. The dharma is called Sanatana Dharma because every aspect in the creation.
Natural instincts.
It's not natural instincts. It's a natural. It's a part of your. It's a part of nature. So certain things are there. Like for example, I should not hurt somebody because I don't want to get hurt. I should not steal something because nobody should steal from me. And this is called dharma. Not dharma is anything else. This is called Sanatana Dharma because from time immemorial, all living beings have got it. Not just human beings. Living beings also they have an order. And the order is called Bhagavan, Dharma. Okay? So if I live according to Dharma, my life will be peaceful. If I live in Adharma, my life will be disturbed. And this is called Ishvara or Bhagavan in Sanatana Dharma. Now please tell me, Ishvara, how do you bring Ishvara in your life? Ishvara is your life, not bring Ishvara in life. How do you experience God? All your experience of God experience only. You have certain illusion of something else. Then you'll ask me, why saints are so special? Okay? Why saints are so special? I am not special. Because of your understanding only, otherwise there's nothing. Kabir Das ji, somebody asked Kabir Das ji, Kabir Das, you are a Muslim. Okay? People you can't go to Hindu temple, Ram temple, because you are a Muslim, they don't allow you. And because you chant God's name, Rama's name, they don't allow you into masjid. How do you pray God? Okay? Kabir has a small doha. Whatever I see is Ram. Whatever I hear is Ram. Wherever I walk is Ram. Ram hi Ram. Now, does Kabir has some special eyesight or special, something is happening to him so that you can't see Ram on where you're walking? Huh? It is the understanding of saint makes a difference, not his experience. Your ordinary experience becomes extraordinary because of understanding. And extraordinary experience becomes ordinary because of wrong understanding. Do you understand what I'm saying? The same touch becomes divine touch if the understanding is right. The same touch becomes a table when the understanding is different. So, do you have to bring Ishwara in your life? Ishwara is your life. All aspect of your life is Ishwara only. Only understanding has to be corrected. And as your understanding gets corrected, every aspect of your life becomes divine life. There's no material life, there's no spiritual life. There's only one life, divine life. That's Ishwara. Please understand that saints are not special because they have special experience. They are special because their understanding is different. And that understanding makes every small experience special. So we have to correct our understanding to experience God in our day-to-day life. And 24 hours we can experience God. Only correction is required in our understanding, not in the experience. The problem is with the eyesight, not in the object. What has happened to us is that we are conditioned, so much of conditioned by the society. Okay? Our mind is full of societal conditioning. Vedanta doesn't come from societal conditioning. Vedanta is called Apaurusheya. Apaurusheya means no human mind has made it. It's pure. And every teaching of Vedanta will open up remove our ignorance. Because it is not a product of human mind. Any product of human mind corrupts. Sir, any questions? Chetana? What about you? The topic was Ishwara in our life. Okay, first I spoke on Shivratri, importance of Shivratri. Shivratri is realizing Shiva in our life and everywhere. Okay, through Om Namah Shivaya mantra and the path. Now here, living a life of dharma, a righteous life. Okay. A life will become righteous or dharma when you understand the bigger picture. Now we are operating with a small picture which is given by society. Look at the bigger picture. The Vedanta provides you a bigger picture. Every aspect of creation is God. The moment you understand the bigger picture, your life will be changed. Any questions? Don't bring Ishwara into your life. Understand, Ishwara is your life. It's too heavy?